Good morning, everybody. How are you doing? I am Misty with Mama Z's Texas Kitchen. Glad to be back today. I've missed you guys. Camo and Bose, how are you, sweet friend? We're gonna. I I feel like I've been gone forever. Um, but this every other week schedule, we'll get on the right schedule going forward. Kind of went a couple weeks. Hey, Paul. Hey, Carrie. How are y'all? So I wanted to. Okay, let's be honest. In Texas, when we hit 80, it's chilly weather. It's actually really nice. I've got the patio door open right now. But it is also, sports season around here. So I wanted to make a dish that everybody can enjoy. The chili we're going to be making, you can use it for the Frito pie. You could can it. You could just eat a bowl of chili, however you want to do. We're going to make this up, and then we're going to make some Frito pies. I've got I'm using my Power XL today. I've got it heating up. I'm going to add some oil to the bottom here. As always, I'm using my favorite garlic oil. It's got the Ponds. I love that stuff. Not sponsored. Wish I was, but I'm not. In here, I have a bell pepper, some poblano pepper, and some onion. Did y'all get the garlic out for me? Did y'all get the garlic out for me? We got squeezed. Just get me squeezed garlic. That's fine. Give that a little toss. You just want to cook it down just a little before we add our meat in. Let's see. Okay, oh no. This is just that's good. Thank you. All right. Now, I want to add our meat. I'm using just ground chuck. I always buy the big packages and break it up. But also, and this is really not traditional, I like to add breakfast sausage to mine. Also, I've added chorizo. That is really good too. It just gives it another depth of flavor to it that I really like. So we're going to break that up real quick. And then we're going to let this cook for a minute. And the main reason I'm using my Power XL versus the Instapot, I have found that trying to cook stuff in the Instapot, it burns on the bottom and then it won't pressurize. This doesn't do that. So if you don't mind, go ahead and give me that thumbs up. And hey, would you mind sharing me on your social media? Let people know I'm live. I know I've been gone for a minute, but I'll be honest with you guys. I think doing this every other week on the second and fourth Saturdays is going to be real doable. We'll just have to get people used to my schedule. But we have been going live every Saturday for a year and a half at least. And it really is tiring. So and I just don't know what the internet connection is going to be like once we get to the farm. If it'll be able to support a live stream. So, all right. Hey, Rebecca, how are you, hon? Well, this is kind of getting hot on us. I've got, most of y'all know Dee from Nestle and C. She's needing watch hours. She's getting close, but she still, last time I checked with her, she still needed about 1,000 watch hours to get monetized. So if you don't mind running that in the background somewhere, Keith, if you'll go grab Dee's link. I think you're the only moderator in here today, so. She is a beautiful person. One of my best friends. So we are almost there. While that's cooking up, I'm going to go ahead and add some seasonings to this. Some cumin. All right. What was the big one, Kendra? Let me see. I have the recipe. Hold on. Let me pull it up.
What did you ask?
The big one.
The big one?
Hey, Kit, how are you?
That's chili. The one I showed you.
The chili powder?
Yeah.
Okay.
Big one's that one.
Oh, yeah, it's the adobe chili. That's why it looks darker. All right. Hold on. Hey, Teresa. All right. This is the recipe. Y'all want to screenshot that real quick? Okay. You got it. I'll show it again here in a little bit. All right. So I've put the chili powder in there. I got paprika and cumin. And then we'll hit it with salt and pepper. Now you want to salt pretty well on this. I'm using kosher because all your meats and everything will soak that salt up. And we're almost to the point of adding everything else. I'll cook it down just a little bit more. Get all the spices mixed in well. This is just a super easy chili recipe. And the best part of it, if you cook it in a pressure cooker, it doesn't take, hours. Awesome. Awesome. Glad to hear you're doing good. All right, we are almost to where we want to be. We'll add the rest of our stuff. Now, I'm going to do something real controversial today. True Texas chili does not have beans in it, but we're adding beans today. It helps bulk it up a little bit. And, there are some Texans that are complete and total purist on it. They will never put a bean in their chili. If I am doing for competition, I don't either. But for every day, what we eat around the house, I'll add beans. But the first thing we are going to add, I've got a can of diced tomatoes. I've got a can of fire roasted crushed tomatoes. I have one can. This is Southwest Zest bush beans, and I may be killing ourselves because it has jalapenos in it. But maybe with everything else in it, it'll be fine. Then I'm adding a can of pinto beans. You can substitute any bean you want. Kidney, black bean, whatever. I'm also adding, and I don't have a spoon here, of course. I'm adding some tomato paste, and that will just help thicken it up. All right. Let's give all this a good stir. And then you need about half a cup to 3/4 of a cup of broth of your choice. I had chicken broth on hand, so that's what we're going to go with. But you certainly could use beef broth or vegetable broth, just whatever, if you wanted a complete vegetarian meal here. All right. And then we're going to put the lid on this, and we're going to pressure can it, listen to me. We're going to pressure cook it for 15 minutes.
You can get the lid on.
If I can get the lid on. Exactly. All right. Oh, come on. Keith,
Why is it?
I don't know.
That thing never messes up.
It never messes up. I'm live. Exactly. Unplug and replug. All right, go.
This is lid.
I swear to God, this thing never gives me a hard time. Let's try one more time. Now that's... Okay, this is frustrating.
Hang on.
Did you cancel it?
Yep.
All right. Go 15 minutes on... Is there a chili setting? I don't remember on this one.
Beans.
Yeah, that'll work. Hit it again. Okay, 15. It wouldn't be Mama's Ease if I didn't have some kind of technical issue on a live stream, huh?
There we go.
Now we're cooking with peanut oil. All right, we'll sit and visit for a minute. Yes, I've got a little stool back here. I am still recovering from the knee surgery. I'll put it right.
I'm making sure.
I did it right.
You didn't put the lid on right.
You better be glad I'm live right now. Hey, sis, how are you, sweet friend? No, this is a Power XL pressure cooker. I like this better because normally I have zero issues with it. My Instapot, part of the problem with it is that when I cook something like this, if it has one little bitty piece of something on the bottom of it, it says it's burning. So, and the other thing is we're having a hard time getting it to catch pressure on it. So I think it needs another ring, but hey, Howie, how are you doing, sweet friend? So while that's coming up, we'll just catch up. Exactly. That was so funny on that mushroom thing because I'm just tossing and it goes over there and I didn't catch it until I got ready to put the lid on. It's like, oh, it didn't hit the floor. It's right here. It would not be me if I didn't have a messy kitchen, or I guess that's how you know a good cook. So, has it cooled off where you're at yet? That's $1 million question, huh? It is. It's been dropping down into the 50s at night, 60s, high 50s, low 60s, and then not getting above 80. And yes, that's what we consider fall in Southeast Texas.
For a couple weeks.
For a couple of weeks.
It's supposed to get up in the 90s.
Yeah. Oh, this is false fall.
Yeah.
Summer will be back for another month. And then usually on Halloween, for whatever reason, Halloween night is cold. Well, cold for us.
No, it's downright chilly on Halloween night.
It gets down in the 60s, which is cold for us at night.
Last year it got colder than that.
Mm-mm.
And the year before it got colder
No, it didn't. I promise. It was in the... Okay, so I want to tell you. Last year we did at church, we did a kind of a drive-through trick out your trunk. And we bagged up all candies and we just put it in the kids' baskets in their car, right? This year we're doing trick out your trunk again, except we're getting a mechanical bull. Can't be any more Texas than that, can you? And we're going to get a bungee jump. I'm going to try real hard.
Hope nobody kills himself.
Yeah, hope nobody kills themselves. I'm going to try to get Keith on the mechanical bull and get some video of it, because it would probably be a viral video.
They are making people sign waivers that say they can't sue us if something goes wrong.
I'm sure we will sign waivers, yes.
Because that all I can see is that going very south way too quickly.
Supposedly, this is kind of set up more for... It's not like the one at Gillies that was crazy. This one's a more relaxed thing. And I'm hoping the people who rent it are the people that are going to be running it. Because I know our people, they would probably hit full tilt boogie and somebody go flying.
You know they would. Just to see them fly.
We've got some demented people in our church. What can I say?
No, we're not demented.
You don't think so? Are you being sarcastic? Oh, okay.
I'm talking about you and me.
Oh.
Me especially.
Huh?
Me especially.
Yeah, it could be rather comical. I may do an improv live that night. It'll be on a Sunday night or Sunday early evening. And just, my husband's a DJ and he does every year. So you got to start working on your song list, don't you?
It's not even October.
It will be in a few days.
I don't ever do song list until about a week before.
Oh, okay.
I may need my song list for something else.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Yes, I did, Teresa. I don't know what has happened. I went to look and I was out of nearly all my groups that I had been in, homesteading groups. So I'm not sure what happened, but yes, ma'am, I did send that request because I'm like, I had been kicked out of y'all's, Sherry and Daryl's smudge page, the small homesteading YouTube page. So I'm not sure what happened there. Facebook unsubbed me, I guess, from all my groups. So yes, ma'am, that was me. So, what are your plans for this summer or this fall? Have y'all started a fall garden? Me too, because I went to share my live this morning, Teresa, because I knew it might be kind of low today because I hadn't gone live in a couple of weeks, and it was like I was not there. So I'm not sure what happened, but thank you. All right, this is fixing to come to pressure. Then we'll got 15 minutes, and it goes really quick after that. I'm fixing to get the cheese out. We'll grate up some cheese. I've already got some onions chopped up. So here's a question because I'm curious. Is Frito pie a Texas thing, or is it a Southern thing, or is it an everywhere thing? Okay, well, because
It's a Friday night.
yeah, it's a Friday night football thing for sure. Huh? That's crazy. I'm set, right?
Yeah. You are. I make sure
Okay.
he does that.
Okay, just making sure. Okay, awesome. I wasn't 100% sure. Here it's really popular at football games on Friday night. And I started to get some. But what I'm using is actually the HEB brand of Fritos, but these are really good, and they are made in Texas. So, but at football games, they get the little packages of Fritos, cut the side off, and put your chili and your cheese and all that on top of it.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm sure it's probably, I would think it was, that's a good Google search, Keith. Google, where did Frito pie start? All right, we got 15 minutes. It's all it's going to take. Then we'll quick release it, and then we'll put our Frito pie together. Yeah, it's a big.
It was created somewhere in Mexico.
Oh, really?
Frito using Fritos with chili was published in Texas in 1949.
Okay, so at first it started in Mexico, but first showed up in the States through Texas. Okay, which is kind of very common for our food. Is that well, just like fajitas aren't really Mexican; they're Tex-Mex because they were invented in a restaurant in Houston. And I want to say, what was the other thing I saw the other day that was a Tex-Mex?
I'm not sure.
Most of the Mexican food we eat in the United States is actually Tex-Mex. Well, depends on where you are. I think I've told this story. I made the mistake of ordering enchiladas in Pennsylvania one time. She brought me 2 flour tortillas wrapped around something. It had rice pilaf for the Spanish rice. And then had some kind of funky sauce on it. And I looked at the lady, I'm like, what is this? And she's like, it's enchiladas. What you ordered? And I said, honey, this ain't enchiladas. She said, where are you from? I said, Texas. Can I get you a burger? Yes, please. Yeah. I imagine it is a Texas Midwest or lower Midwest dish. This is going to be really good. I'm excited about this. Frito pie for breakfast, anyone? I mean, Fritos to me is one of the most perfect chips. It goes with anything. Kind of like a tortilla chip. We what are some other ball game foods you can think of, Keith? We always did barbecue sandwiches, hot dogs, the Frito pies, hamburgers, popcorn. Oh, we used to do when I was in school. I don't know if they still do it or not. Sit down, back down for just a second. When I was in high school, we did barbecue baked potatoes. And they would rub the potatoes with the popcorn butter and then salt them pretty good and then cook them in the oven. And then you open it up, put butter and cheese and barbecue on it. And it was so stinking good. Do like chopped brisket type. Because there was dads would come out and start smoking brisket, you know, the day before nearly. And they would just sit there and slow smoke all night long. Dang, they were good. Nachos. Yep, nachos is another one.
Yeah.
I can't wait till when we move back home, getting to go to our local football games. Turkey legs are good too. Smoked turkey legs.
Yeah. But those aren't really.
Then she was saying the fair.
Oh yeah.
Going to the fair, she likes to smoke turkey legs.
I don't know what's wrong with food forest.
Howie? Huh. I don't know. Hello, Patty. How are you doing, sweet friend? We've got some chili cooking here. It's got 11 more minutes, and we're going to make some Frito pies. Ooh, caramel apples. Those are so good. Did y'all watch that apple crisp video that I put out last week? It turned out so stinking good. I bet we had that gone in a day and a half, if that. It really, next time I make it, I'm going to make a bigger batch, I think. But it was really, really good. Okay, yeah. Show of hands.
Funnel cakes are good too.
Huh?
Funnel cakes.
Funnel cakes are really good, yes. Show of hands. How many people remember eating apple crisp in school?
Nobody.
Exactly. It was, Keith and I have talked about Kendra. Kendra said we didn't get that because, you know, when she was in school, they went all healthy. And I think their only dessert they ever got was an icy pop or something.
Camo bows and string them did.
Which I went to a very tiny school. There was literally 126 kids, K through 12. And it was one long building. Junior high and high school was on one end and the elementary was on the other end. And we had some of the best lunch ladies, which when you're only cooking for, 100 kids, because not everybody ate lunch, but I'd say a good 100 kids, you can get a lot more creative than they do in the bigger schools. Keith didn't really remember it getting apple crisp.
If I did, it was elementary.
Yeah, he said if it did, it was elementary. But we had the best. I mean, people talk about school cafeteria food. Man, we had the best. Absolute best. We ate well. I love my small school upbringing. I can literally say I still know everybody that was in my graduating class. There were 16 of us. So, and I'm still friends, I would say. I mean, maybe not close friends. I'm hoping to kind of rekindle some of those friendships when we get moved back up there. But um, I still consider myself friends to several of them. So um, I am really looking forward to that and getting to go. Newcastle played what's called six-man football. And I don't know if y'all have ever been to a six-man football game, but look it up on YouTube. It is the funnest football. I remember the first time we went over to Graham and went to a Graham High School game, and there was all these people on the field, which, I mean, I watched football on TV. We were huge Cowboy fans, but it's different watching it live, and I'm like, there are way too many people on that field. How can you keep up with anything? Hey, there is Copper Kettle Farm.
Where?
She just come in. 37. Teresa, there was 37 kids when I was in elementary school. We were the biggest class to ever go through at that point, ever go through Newcastle at all. And they ended up splitting us in half because the teacher couldn't handle all 30. I think there was 38 of us, something like that. And by the time we graduated, there were 16 of us left. Some had moved, some were pregnant, some were So we got 6 more minutes on our chili. It's getting there. And we'll throw this chili pie together. I sure appreciate y'all coming in. And it means so much to me that y'all are here every week or every time we do this. And I'm getting really excited to share our moving story with you guys because it is definitely going to be an adventure.
Behind Garage Barbecue.
Oh, hey, how are y'all? Good to see you. Thank you for coming in today. Hey, if y'all hadn't followed Behind the Garage Barbecue, go check them out. They're a great channel, great people. I think you'll really enjoy it. Keith, and the other deal is Dee. I want to keep talking about Dee because she's needing those watch hours. So, Keith or one of my mods, drop Dee's link again for me. I think, Crystal, didn't she say she only needs about 1,000 more hours to get monetized? Was that right? What?
What Terry said.
What did she say?
If you want good food while in jail, commit your crime in Rock Springs.
You know, when I worked at the prison, when I first started out there, we had, because I worked at the longest at a state jail facility, but we did house the TDCJ long-term inmates, and the TDC guys worked in the kitchen. That food was phenomenal. Oh my God, they did the best big old yeast rolls. I could make a meal. I mean, they were this big, literally. They were huge. And I could make a meal of that and some butter. 800-ish? Okay, cool. She's getting there, guys. So if y'all don't mind, run her channel. And let's get her monetized. She had put out a really great video. Unfortunately, YouTube took it down, and I won't get into all the politics on it, but it wasn't what they said it was. So she had gotten nearly 20,000 views on it before they took it down. So let's show Dee some love. Yesterday was her anniversary. I'd love to get her monetized. So I think she is trying to get it. All right, we got 3 minutes. We're almost there, guys. Let me get the cheese out real quick. Grate us some cheese. little plate real quick. My redneck china here. This is just some Longhorn cheddar. You can use whatever cheese you wanted. If you want to cheese it all. Kendra doesn't eat a whole lot of cheese. Tears up her stomach, but she likes it, but she pays for it if she eats it. Yeah, and I could have got my food processor out, but for just a little bit of cheese, we'll just grate it. You know, it'll be good. Okay. Yeah, they're a great channel, guys. Thank you for checking them out. Check out all my moderators too here, because
Other than me, I don't have a channel.
yeah, Papa and Kendra are what make Mama Z work. It is definitely not a one gal show for sure. I don't know what I would do without my family helping and doing all the stuff that they do. Absolutely. You know, here's a little insight. When we get moved to the farm, and I apologize I'm sitting down so much. I just can't stand for long periods of time on this knee yet. But when we get moved to the farm, I am going to shift a little bit into more of a lifestyle channel. I will still 100% be doing recipes all the time. That won't change. But I'm going to add like owning my first chicken coop, gardening, kind of our journey from a 2-bedroom apartment to, a farm and our homestead and what we're going to do. The changes and the, awesome. All right, I'm going to start quick releasing this bad boy. And a cool part is that whether they realize it at this point or not, my parents are going to be in a lot more videos. My mother had a lot of fun when she did the pear honey with me. That video has gotten over 500 views. So, and for me, that's good. So I'm really wanting to incorporate her more and us share family recipes. My mother, guys, is such a phenomenal cook. She really does make me look very amateurish. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Sharing what our plans are, of course, I've got a lot of dreams in my head of what I want, but getting there and executing it's two different things. So, plans change and be flexible and all that stuff. So, our neighbor up there has goats and chickens, and I should have loaded that picture of that naked neck chicken that Mom sent me the pictures of. Guys,
That thing was ugly.
it is ugly. Mom sent me this picture, and she said, "Have you ever seen a chicken that looks like a turkey?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I think they call them neck and neck chickens. They are kind of freaky looking because it's like from neck down, they look like a regular chicken, and from neck up, there ain't nothing there." Absolutely. Behind the garage barbecue, and that's exactly what I plan to do. I will probably start transitioning a little bit into some more vlog style videos. And I put out one the other day, and it's done okay. But when we really start packing stuff up, and I'm getting rid of a lot of stuff because I don't want to move it. I'll talk about it. I was talking to D or Crystal one. I don't remember. Maybe both of them. I agree. They are the ugliest chicken in the world. But I was talking to Mom the other day. Or no, I'm sorry. I was talking to D or Crystal or both. I don't remember. I'm thinking about doing a get organized with me type video. I've got a closet that is kind of an embarrassment, to be completely honest with you, because we don't have any storage here. Everything gets shoved in closets, right? But I want to go through it. I want to go through all of it, and I've really thought about setting up the camera, hitting record, and doing a kind of a fast motion, and show you before and after, and really try to downsize that closet a lot, because we've got stuff in that closet that we've had since we moved into this apartment 4 years ago, that has never come out. We put it in there when we moved in, and it's still sitting in there. So some of that, I'm not going to move it again to go be stored in a closet somewhere. All right, this is almost there, guys. This is pretty good on timing. I was a little concerned I wouldn't get there. I wouldn't be able to land the ship in time, or land the plane. That's what we call it. Land the plane. And these are just HEB brand Texas corn chips. They're, to me, just as good as Fritos, and they're not near as expensive as the name brand. And what I like to do is just throw you some Fritos on the bottom. Why is it the last 2 seconds of a release take the longest? I don't like this lid as much as I do the Instapot, because it seems to release a lot faster, but everything else I love about it. And the thing is, when you make a big pot of chili like this, you got leftovers, freeze it or can it. Absolutely freeze or can it, because it will can beautifully. Yeah, I have too, Teresa, and that's what got me to thinking about it, because I have 100% watched people do that. And it's kind of fascinating, especially when you speed it up, and for the viewer, it takes 5 minutes. For me, it might take 5 hours. So, but there'll be a lot of stuff like that coming. What I'm packing, what we're donating, what we're selling. That we've got some stuff that I may try to sell. So, have a glorified garage sale or yard sale. The main difference between this and the Instapot, and this is debatable, and I understand that, but it's got a canning feature on it that I have used to can stuff, and it's done just fine. You'll get a lot of people's like, no, you can't can it. No, you cannot can in an Instapot. They do have some Instapots that have a canning feature on it, but you have to have the canning feature to be able to can. Oh, this looks so good, guys. All right. So I'm going to all right, come in here, Keith, so you can do the sampling. Some of our chili. I'm going to put some onions, a little bit of onion on it.
I don't know how much.
some cheese. And then if you wanted to put mustard on it,
Yeah, a lot of people put mustard on it.
mustard, sour cream, whatever from there, grab a fork. This turned out so good. Can y'all see that? If you wanted it a little bit thicker at this point, you could go in and add some masa or some more tomato sauce. I'll try a little bite and then you can try a little bite, okay? He's scared because he's afraid it's going to be hot. So I'll be the guinea pig first. It is steam hot, heat hot. I don't know about. It's not that hot. It's not. It cooked it out. In fact, I can't even taste the jalapenos, so.
We will see about that. Your version of hot and mine is two different things.
It's pretty dang good, ain't it?
Yeah, it is. I gotta get a bite with Frito in it.
Yeah. You can have that bowl.
That's okay.
No, I'm serious. You can have that bowl. I'll make some later.
I don't want that much.
Well, eat what you can. That's pretty good. I think it did well. Like I said, we'll eat what we can. I will can the rest. And yeah, and in fact, for those who are interested, I'll put a link after this process. I'll go ahead and put a link in the description on where you can pick one of these up. I love the Power XL company. I really do. And I'm hoping at some point they would be interested in working with me. I've reached out to them, well, just like on Instagram and YouTube, letting them know that I use their products all the time. But I may be sending a proposal soon because I do use it a lot. There you go.
Okay, thank you.
All right, guys. I won't keep you any longer.
Bye, guys.
Thank you so much for coming and supporting me. It means so much to me. Y'all have no idea how much I appreciate you guys. And we will see you guys on the next video. If you haven't watched this week's videos, please go give them a watch. I would really appreciate it. And we will talk to you guys later.